Hello and welcome. Today I'm just gonna go. I received the shipment for my oil. See what we got here. This one's already open. We got the oil. Check it out. Check it out. So we got Liqui Moly and 5W40 this time. And what else we got? So we got, open this one. Mia's helping there. Okay, so. Yeah. She likes to help open the packages. What else we got here? Let's see. We got the oil filter. And, magnetic drain plug. Mia. So, let's put it back in the box. So this is the same one I bought last time. Okay, let's see here. So this is the same oil filter I bought last time. Pretty small, just for a little baby golf. And it should be fine. And then this, so I found out that you need to replace the seal on the, I saw there was some like stock or OEM drain plugs with a new seal, but a magnetic one with how many rings here? 5 copper rings wasn't too much more. So I thought, oh, okay, I'll try that. People are pretty fond, like the magnetic drain plugs. I don't really mind. I don't really mind, I don't think it's that big a deal, but might as well try it. Hopefully it works, hopefully the right size. It says it should fit, but if it doesn't, I guess I can use a cup ring. It looks a bit small, but I'm sure it's fine. I haven't really checked it, so. And then this one, yeah, same as before. We can put it back in the box. And then I also bought a drain pan because I don't have one. I was using the Buddies before. And I got the same one that I had with him, or that he had, that I was using. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Liqui Moly as well. This one's nice. You kind of hold it in here, put it in here, have to pop this, otherwise it won't fill up. And you can seal it, and then pour it out through here. So it's a pretty nice system, but don't forget to take out the air vent. And yeah, I like it because then you can just store it, and then when you're ready, put it like an old oil jug to get to dispose of. So that's good. And yeah, so we'll give it a try. Give it the old oil change a try. Give it the old college try. Right, Mia? Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. Pew-pew. The first step was to go for a drive. Just ended up being maybe 10-15 minute drive. A little more than just around the block. I wanted it to get warm, but it doesn't need to be hot anyways. But so I just went for a quick little drive, and then when I got back, the exhaust was warm, but I could still work in there. It was a bit warm to get the filter off, but the oil was nice and warm and was able to flow easier. So yeah, quick little. You don't want to do the oil change on a cold engine. So quick little rip around the block, come back, and maybe let it cool for a minute or so, just to make sure that you're not going to burn yourself, and then should be good to go. So I went down to finally, it's a couple weeks later, went down to my parking spot here, jacked up the car, put on the jack stands, gave it a little shake, make sure it's good to go. Put the cardboard under. I got some cardboard, put it underneath the drain pan, make sure any spillage. Ended up spilling a little bit because I always underestimate how far out the oil flow
kind of comes when it first comes. So it's, and the oil pan has this like, you can like store it. Anyway, so I got a little spill, but it went on the cardboard, so all good. Yeah, so I set up the cardboard. First though, I decided this time to take the oil filter out. I saw, usually I've seen it, I've done, you drain the oil, didn't do the oil filter, but the oil filter is higher, so it's not like if you take the oil filter out, more oil is gonna, or like too much oil is gonna come out. And I thought, well, that's kind of always the hardest part, so get that done. And if I have any troubles, then I can go buy a tool or if I need to, and didn't drain the oil. So, but I ended up getting it out. I have this tool to use that it kind of grabs on it, and then you put a wrench on the end. But sometimes it's pretty tight spot in this one, so right on the front there. So I remember last time I had a bit of trouble, but this one wasn't so difficult. Just gonna have to like put the extender on the special tool, put it on the oil filter, make sure it's all good to go, and then put the wrench on, and then it worked decently well. So let it drain. Yeah, and then so I let that drain, make sure it's stopped dripping, and then yeah, so that's what I'm doing here for the oil filter. And then next I got the main plug. Got that going, let that drip for a while, and then did the new filter. And I've seen that you can fill it up, the new filter, with oil so that it has that volume already in there. But to put the oil filter on, I had to kind of put it upside down and then put it in there because it's where it is. So I had to like put it up in the little area there, and it would have been upside down. And then I was able to screw it on. But I did take from the new oil and put the new oil on the new oil seal, on the new seal there, on the O-ring, which is of course obviously suggested. But I wanted to use a new oil just because it's new instead of the old dirty one, which is normal. And then when it was all finished, put the new magnet plug in, has with a new copper ring, and have the old like 4 extra ones now. For these extra copper rings for the future, and just tighten it up, hand tight, nothing too. I didn't look up or use any torque ratings, but just make sure it's hand tight, not too tight, but not too loose, and just like with a wrench, hand tight kind of thing. Should be good. And then and also when you drain the oil, you want to take off the oil fill lid and the dipstick, just so I can have the oil, or like the airflow to kind of push it through. And then yeah, so then I've filled it up with oil. So I cleaned it all out. So here it was a bit tight, so I was trying to use a longer wrench, but it was too long for the ground. So I ended up just like pushing everything out of the way, getting right under there, and getting a better point of leverage. And then you have to kind of take the wrench off with your hand for a while before the oil comes out. So make sure the oil pans back into place there. And then yeah, so I put a bunch of oil in. It says 3 liters or 3 point something liters of oil, and I bought a 5-liter jug of 5W40. So I put a bunch in just till it's like, check it out. Lowered the car because I was ready, and double checked that there's no oil leaking from the filter, no oil leaking from the bolt. Let it sit for a while. I checked the oil, was like kind of barely on the dipstick, so put more in. Ready for a bit. And then it was around half, maybe a bit higher, of like where it's supposed to be from the hash marks. And then I started it up for a bit, and like revved it to 2,000 RPM, and like didn't run until it's warm, but just like fill the oil filter, run it for a bit, and then it went down quite a bit, like the whole kind of hash mark. So I filled it up again to about half of the hash mark there, and then yeah. So I haven't driven it yet, but I ran fine, and and I'll just leave the rest of the oil in the back of the car there, and just check it every so often. It should be good. It left it right in the middle of the fill hash mark of like how much it needs to be. So I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll put more in because it just goes down, but I feel like right at that point, once you put more in, it kind of get too much. So, and also the comparison of the old bottle to the new bottle of like how much was left, is pretty exact. So like pretty similar. So, should be good to go. Good to go. And yeah, and the oil was looking pretty dark from like when it's the used oil. When I was checking the oil, oh, it looks fine on the dipstick, but yeah, when it's thick, it was definitely dark and black. And I was at 15,000 kilometers, just about. So it definitely needed it. In Germany, we say 15,000 synthetic oil is good to go. And yeah, so got some new oil for the winter, ready to go. Pew pew pew. And yeah, fun time for a little oil change. So I'm happy with it, and yeah, good to go.